Hello, brothers and sisters. Today is Tuesday, May 21st of the year 2013. My name is Leonard Clark. I'm broadcasting via YouTube here from Phoenix, Arizona. and I'm just wanting to express my condolences, as I'm sure many other Americans and people around the world, for the citizens in Oklahoma who have suffered almost the entire loss of a town and from this devastating tornado. And I pray that all of you get the help that we can get to you quickly. The Red Cross, the president's already come on, and FEMA is already there, and everybody's banding together as Americans to help you. But I would also like to say that I'm deeply disappointed and feel sick about what Senator Tom Coburn is already talking, according to MSNBC in Washington, D.C. today as I speak. He's already talking about financial offsets. HuffPost was reporting yesterday in their article that Tom Coburn and his ilk, these other right-wing politicians, and I don't care if they're Democrats, left-wing, right-wing, anybody who would slow down the process of helping emergency aid to citizens in any one of our great states of our 50-state union of the United States of America gets my disgust. And, you know, I think Senator Tom Coburn, you've really taken the cake this time. You beat your own personal record because now you're already talking your pennies, counting your pennies right now before the bodies have even been buried. They're still trying to rescue people, and you're talking about financial offsets in Washington, D.C. I think you should go back to your state and help with the rescue efforts. Maybe you'll get part of your soul back that I guess you've sold to the lobbyist. And I really do hope that you understand that when Americans need help, we should all band together. We're not the 50 tribes of America. We're not the 50 corporations of America. We're the United States of America. And you disgust me, Senator Tom Coburn. Shame on you. Shame on you. The great state of Oklahoma, where my father, Roy Clark, is from, is a beautiful state of beautiful people. And I just cannot believe the cold-heartedness and the sold-out spirits of people like yourself who, on top of denying aid to like victims of Hurricane Sandy when that happened, Joplin, Missouri, now you're doing it to the people of your own state. Shame on you. Couldn't you wait before you started counting your pieces of silver, you know, while people are still being rescued, while the great citizens of Oklahoma are banding together, and all of our fellow citizens of the United States and people from around the world are trying to rescue people there in Oklahoma from this devastating tornado. Here you are talking about financial offsets. It's really saddening to see right-wing politicians, and I don't care if you were a Democrat, I'd be saying the same thing. It's just disgusting, though, Senator Tom Coburn. This is not the party of Lincoln, and I'm glad Abraham Lincoln, you know, is not around to see what you're doing, because your political party, from the stuff you're doing, denying American citizens, counting your pieces of silver to help corporations and lobbyists in Washington, D.C. is truly sickening. So, again, my prayers, and I'm sure prayers of all of my brothers and sisters, and our condolences to the losses, to the loved ones for the losses of their loved ones in this horrible tornado. And of course, it's not caused by global warming. No. Don't believe your lying eyes and the lying facts and scientific data. That's just a big conspiracy. The global warming is not happening, so just keep on going, you know. Oh, and by the way, you know what? Can someone, because Senator Tom Coburn's not going to do it from his great state of Oklahoma. Maybe the citizens of Oklahoma, the rest of us, could get together to work on federal funding for basements, even in this tough area that's made of clay underneath schools and high schools, because these tornadoes are only going to get worse. They've already been hit in 1999. Now they've been hit by another. We need to build large emergency underground areas. I'm sorry that's going to cost you a few pennies to your corporate lobbyist friend, Senator Tom Coburn. But this is about America and protecting our citizens. Maybe you've forgotten that. No, not maybe. You have forgotten that. Why don't you just take your 13 pieces of silver, Senator Tom Coburn, and go live in Washington, D.C., in the big mansion that the corporate lobbyists have provided you, because you sure as hell don't seem to care about what's going on with your fellow citizens in Oklahoma. Thank you.